Hi guys, my name's Amy from Amy Elizabeth Coaching, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 things that I really wish I'd known when I was struggling with anxiety. So, number 1 is that you're not mental. I genuinely thought that there was something really wrong with me, that I was going crazy, because I just couldn't keep a relationship. I was constantly worried about what they thought about me, about what was going on, what was going to happen, whether they loved me, whether something bad was going to happen. And it's those catastrophizing thoughts that we get when we have anxiety that makes us start to really worry and fear that we are going mental, we are crazy, and that there's something wrong. Because here's the thing: when you are experiencing those thoughts, our fear response is active. So our body is full of fear hormones like adrenaline, and its job is to find the danger. And so when that response is activated, your brain, or a part of your brain which is unconscious, is looking for some sort of danger, basically something to worry about. And it might draw it from past experiences you've had, or it might just exaggerate and really just over dramatize something that you might have experienced and make it a million times worse. And when you're thinking things like this, your conscious part of your brain is like, I know that isn't going to happen, and that's a ridiculous thought, and that other people don't think that way. And when we think like this and we realize this, we start to worry and we start to think that we are actually going mental. So that's what I wish I knew, that I was not mental and I was not going mental. All that's happening, those thoughts have just been practiced and rehearsed because you've activated your fear response so often that it's become very sensitive. And so your body is full of those fear hormones like adrenaline a lot of the time, and so it's always looking for the danger, and that's why it's giving you those things to worry about, those catastrophizing thoughts. So don't worry, it is normal. It's a normal part of the fear response, and you're not going crazy. Yay! The second thing that I really wish I had known is that I wasn't alone. And I feel like, I recovered 3 or 4 years ago now. So I do think that there has been a shift in the way that people are kind of talking about anxiety. There seems to be more help and support out there, but I don't know if that's because I'm in the industry now or if it has actually really improved. However, when I had it, I felt like I was this crazy little person on my own and nobody else felt this way. And it was scary and it made it worse. And so what I want you to know is that you're not on your own, and lots of people, in fact, I think the stats are around 30% of I don't know if it's young people or just adults in the UK in general, have anxiety, and they're just the ones that have been diagnosed with it, that have been to the doctors, and the doctor's gone, yeah, that's anxiety. So I know that I wasn't someone who went to the doctor straight away, but definitely had anxiety for a while before I did. And so, and I also don't think it ever went on any of my medical records, so I wouldn't have even been in that stat, even though it affected my life on a daily basis in a negative way. So you're not alone. There are so many people in the world that struggle with this, and it's really simple to understand actually how we end up experiencing anxiety, and you can check out one of my other videos to find out how, because I don't want to go into too much detail about it in this one, but you're not alone, and there is ways that you can recover. My formula is one of them, but I know that there is a lot of hype around it can't be overcome, it has to be managed, which is my third point. So moving on, number 3 is that it can be completely eliminated, overcome, got rid of in your life. And when you have it, you can't even literally imagine that, can you? It's like, I don't know what my life would be like without this. I can't imagine it not being there. And I know that when I've worked with clients, people have said similar things. That, you know, when I talk to them and I share that, yeah, like I don't experience it at all, and I haven't done for years, it's almost so hard to believe because when you have it, it's so intense. But this is the third thing that I want you to know, is that it can be overcome and completely recovered from. And the way you do that, in a way, is unique to the individual, because we all have different triggers and different things that have set it off for us. And that's part of my formula. So the first thing is really understanding. It can be overcome by really understanding what anxiety actually is, all about the fear response and all about how it's been made to be overly sensitive for you specifically, how it's become a cycle. When we understand that, it gives us a little bit of relief straight away, because we understand we're not mental and we can see how it can be changed. Then you're going to need some sort of coaching or therapy or psychotherapy. Now, I know this isn't for everybody, and like anything, there's all sorts of good therapists and coaches out there, and there's all sorts of terrible ones. So I personally use holistic coaching as my qualification, and within that I use psychotherapy techniques. And this is really because we all have individual past pain, traumas, triggers, and often, you know, when we use the word trauma, it's like you think that something horrific has to have happened. Maybe it has, but maybe it hasn't. Maybe, you know, you don't even necessarily know what has set it off for you, and it might not even be that big, but it's just the way that we've responded to it that's made us feel fearful, unsafe, maybe humiliated or something. And those intense emotions, we then replay those, and it can reset our fear response to be overly sensitive. So getting yourself the help to change the energetic meaning or attachment of the things that you have experienced that would have triggered off your anxiety is a really important step. And then it's just about the practical tools to almost like retrain your brain to bring the fear hormones down and reset it back to normal. And then I also use my coaching skills to help that person really change any unhelpful beliefs or patterns of behaviour that are also maybe not helping them thrive in their life as they should be or as they could be. So that's the way that I kind of work and I help people. But the point of this is that it can be overcome, and I've helped many people completely eliminate it from their life now. Well, maybe not many, but you know, I've been doing this for a couple of years. So yeah, so I hope that helped. Drop me a comment if it was helpful, and I'll put the links to a couple of other videos in here as well, so that you can continue to find yourself some more support if you're looking for it. Thanks for watching.